Hi, and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is a weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Scorpio. This is a general reading, so may not resonate with everyone, but if it does, there's an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. Thank you. So Scorpio, how are you doing? Month of November, your birthday month. How are you feeling, Scorpions? I hope you're excited. Alright, let's see what we're wishing for this month. What we're wishing for in the month of November, our birthday month. Knight of Swords. Truth-seeking energy, taking actions to find truth. What's blocking it? Ace of Swords, clarity, asking the right questions, past situations. Six of Chalices, reminiscing what the past energies. Mind's ambition. Two of Coins, juggling opportunities, juggling situations. Heart's desire. Ten of Swords, painful conclusion in the past, getting over it. Future situations. Four of Swords, healing from that past conclusion, past painful conclusion. Suggested advice and action. King of Coins, carrying forward with new projects. Hopes, context for this advice or action. Emperor energy. Hopes and fears. Ten of Chalices, stability, emotional stability. And potential outcome. Death, transformation energy, Scorpion energy. So there seems to be like some sort of betrayal in the past that you went through that had left you focusing and reminiscing about what happened and what it could be. You're reminiscing about all those old connections left behind. So there seems to be like a painful conclusion. So not just a single so it was not like just one conflict. It was like a lot of people. It was like a massive conflict that happened around you. And you were juggling many situations. Those jugglings and that conflict seemed to have happened because of mismatch in beliefs. So it could be a conflict with your family or people at work or friends. And that had left you with a painful conclusion once that conflict ended. Juggling many situations point out toward juggling many relationships, juggling many of those relationships. And the other thing with the coin energy, it's pointing out towards that could also be a work situation. And if not, it still could have like affected some of your monetary aspect, money making aspect. Knight of Swords, point out towards seeking truth. You found the truth you were looking for. You took actions for it. You asked the right questions. And you're still asking those right questions. Ace of Swords, inner clarity. Asking those right questions. Being in this Emperor energy. Action with complete clarity, complete inner connection. Being authoritarian when you're required to be. That being pointed out by the Death energy. Death over here mentions the transformation. You're hoping for emotional stability after that transformation. So the painful conclusion that you went through left you into this healing energy. See how in Four of Swords, you have three swords acting against and then one sword right next to you? It's like they're pointing towards the deception or the painful conclusion that you went through. Seems like more like a painful conclusion because of mismatch of beliefs, and that led to a lot of situations falling apart, a lot of relationships falling apart. It's like you found a new version of yourself, and everything in the past no longer makes sense, no longer connects with you. That's what the death over here signifies. It doesn't signify a death in family, it doesn't signify a death of anything. It's not like a bad death, it's like a transformation energy. It's like your own inner transformation. With your Ace of Swords, you're finding that inner clarity, inner connection to yourself. And you're moving past this conflict energy, which was caused by mismatch in beliefs, which was caused by constant arguments. And you start realizing after those arguments, during those arguments, that a lot of them were no longer connected to your emotions. You no longer believed in them, you no longer cared about them. It's like you moved past it, you upgraded to a different level, and that upgrade allowed you to come inside this Emperor energy. You still have your ability to juggle many situations, but now you have this sharp intellect. Like, see how the eagle is watching over the Emperor? You have this eagle vision to be able to look and find the details that you are seeking, find the details that matter for you. And those details, that ability of yours to look past the things that no longer matter, to look past situations that no longer make sense to you, is allowing you to transform into this King of Coins energy. Your ability to see every detail, get able to act from a higher standpoint, because your transformation is allowing you to find clarity and find your true purpose. Understanding that true purpose, understanding and believing in yourself, finding that clarity, is allowing you to venture into large scale projects, venture into opportunities, and become an emperor where you'll be able to create a huge amount of abundance. And this ability is coming to you because you have upgraded, you have transformed. You have transformed from this Knight of Swords, from just being able to take action or following orders for someone else, just being a knight for another king, to becoming your own King of Coins. And that has happened, like all this ending in the past, and you able to take the positivity out of it. You able to learn from it. Instead of sulking or dwelling over it, you are healing and growing. This transformation and your active steps towards it is what's allowing you to grow further, is what's allowing you to become this emperor who can not only create for yourself but can also create for people around, who is so emotionally stable that opportunities flock towards it, who is so emotionally stable that other people flock towards them for their guidance, for their emotional leadership. And who better than you, Scorpions? You are so emotionally strong, you can see past the illusion of obsessions. You can see past the illusion of things that no longer make sense in your realistic world. You can see past the fears and the blocks that prevent people from growing. And your ability to see past your own fears and blocks is what's bringing you this Emperor energy. It's what's bringing you this ability to create King of Coins abundance. King of Pentacles, one of the highest abundant cards in the deck. So it's interesting that you learn from all those situations, and instead of dwelling over the false emotions of it. You're just learning your lessons, healing your own emotions, and moving ahead. In the past, you were in more of a Knight of Swords, truth seeking energy, acting for yourself, or following orders. You're moving towards an Emperor energy, who is a wise, strong leader, who is so sharp at finding details, yet can act from a very high position, like in terms of the ability to see the big picture. Your transformation has allowed this. One of the costs of that transformation would be that you might have to leave behind some of relationships that no longer make sense. That's where this reminiscing card is. You're reminiscing over the past and thinking about should you leave them behind or not. It's a cost of transformation. And the reason for that is once you transform into a new energy, some of the people from your past, some of the relationships from your past would no longer be able to connect. Or your mind would not allow you to have a constructive conversation with them. Because there will be such an imbalance in perspective in terms of how you handle emotions and what emotions make sense. There will be such a high imbalance. Those conversations will just fall off by themselves. It's like how in autumn, the leaves fall off. It's the same thing. It's just you're shedding off the energy that no longer is needed. You realize there would be a cold winter because you would go through a transformation and there's a spring on the other side. So you're just shedding off those things. And one of the astrological signs which can actually do that with ease is Scorpion signs, because you are extremely emotionally aware. And you're also very self-protective. So to conclude the reading, in the past, there was some painful conclusion, painful ending, relationships fell apart. That happened because you grew into a different person, you're growing into a better person, or you're growing into someone who is connected to self. Someone who has inner clarity. You're growing into that person. You're realizing the things that no longer make sense to you. You're realizing your higher purpose. You're realizing that some of the relationships that you were in are by themselves falling apart. They're just fading off in the distance past. You're reminiscing over it, you're reminiscing over the memories of it, but now you're also realizing and healing from it that is going away. Those relationships are going away. You're finding your higher purpose, you're finding your higher cause is allowing you to move, transform into a different person. A person who shares an emperor-like energy. Someone who can look at details very accurately and at the same time work for a bigger cause, for a bigger picture. Someone who is both intellectually smart and emotionally stable. People are flocking towards you for your leadership. People are flocking towards you for your ability to grow and create large-scale abundance. You're moving from a knight who used to follow orders to become a king who can create abundance. I hope this reading resonated with you, and if it did, there is an extension to it. In the extension, I would look at more at your current energy, how you're feeling in the moment, how the healing process is coming along, what we need to do to balance more, like bring more emotional stability, emotional balance. Messages from the oracle regarding the death, the transformation that you're experiencing, and timing regarding the opportunities, the abundance coming along. All of that I would look in the extended. If you would like to join me, the link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you liked the reading, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining me here, and have an amazing week. Bye.